Hey guys, so today here we got a Bravo 3 that came in. We got a pretty common problem with this. This was actually a new drive a couple of years ago. No service has been done to this drive in about 4 years, so you can look at the oil and see what kind of color we got. It's totally black. So this drive is leaking out of the U-joints, and we're gonna take this apart pretty quick and take a look at what we got inside and see what we're dealing with. We get our 4 off the top. Pop it. We're looking in here. Honestly, doesn't look to be any water. It just looks absolutely terrible. So this was a 2016 drive, because on here it says 16 or 160, 116. So we've got a 2016 drive. The boat's a 2009. We'll pull our shift detent rear cover. This down. And then we're going to pull our shifter and detent out. So we'll do an inspection of the whole drive as we're doing this. So this is a low bump shifter. So this is a standard Bravo 3 2.2 ratio drive. It's pretty common on large power cruisers. This came off of a 2009 Sea Ray 310. But we have a 2 Apple serial number, so we know that the drive has been replaced at one point. So we'll get this off. This is a 3/16. So I got that. I got that right there. Once we pull that off, the shift lever should come down. It doesn't look like we've got any rust or anything, but we'll get our shift detent out. We got to pull this top cap cover off. Put our shift linkage lever in. Rock this up and down to prevent vertical scoring. Now we got our shift shaft out. We'll set this down right here. And then we're going to pull our yoke and cam out. Set it over. Not too bad. Pull our shift lever out. We're going to push it forward. Rotate it. And then turn it. Whole thing comes out. Set it down. Our U-joints assembly out, which is what our problem is. So we're going to start with a hammer. Tool. I find that if you use a hammer instead of just pushing on it, you tend not to break the castle nuts as often. The reason we do this is we get a lot of saltwater drives, and this helps break the salt and corrosion down. So we hold this. Oh. Tool is no longer needed. We're going to unscrew our castle nut. Now the problem we can see, and we'll see it a little more in there, if you look at that seal should be flush, and it is pushed out. Okay, now our castle nut's off. There we go. Set our U-joints down right here. And then here, to do the gear set, we're going to pick the whole thing up from the sides. Make sure your drain plug is not in, because the drain plug will hold the gear set in. We're going to take this out and set it down. We've got lots of Bravos that we deal with all day, so what we're going to look at here is the U-joint. This is our problem. There we go. This is a one-time use nut, so once that nut's done, you can pull this out. And let's look at our problem. So our problem right here, this is a factory installed unit. Nobody's ever taken this apart. And what we have is this seal right here is supposed to be flush right here. See all the burn marks? And see how the seal is torn? This is a very common problem that we find with Bravo drives in general. It's not just Bravo 3s. Bravo 1, 2, 3s, standard X or XR. And what we do to try to fix the problem, because Mercury says to install the seal dry. We've done that, but we've actually found that 1 or 2 people would come back. So we don't change anything from what Mercury says as far as backlash, as far as anything like that, unless we found not 1, but at least 2 failures, right? Because 1 failure, it could be us, you know, installation error, something like that. 2 failures means that there's something wrong. This was installed from Mercury. Nobody's ever been in this drive, and the seal pushed out. they expect the friction between this carrier and this right here, the seal, to hold it. If there's any kind of driveline vibration, the engine runs on 7 cylinders and this starts to vibrate even the slightest, it walks out. So what we do is we will actually push this out and put a seal in with Loctite, and I'll show you that in just a minute. You just it's not even hardly held in there from the factory. You can look at it here, and you can, right here, you can see that it did get a full press. It was all the way in there, but right around here, there's more green. Let me wipe this off and show you what I mean. So look here. This is a factory press, but we can see when it pressed in originally, you can see where the green is mostly wiped off right here, but you can see the nice shiny bit right there. That shiny bit is where it was in full contact. And then you can see over here, we have a shine almost across probably 50–60% of the surface. The issue on this is that when it got pressed in a little sideways, and Mercury, of course, uses their own tool, so I don't think it was a problem of the tool. I think it just folded just a tad. So what we do is we clean off our part, we'll acetone it out, and we'll put a new seal in it. We'll show you the process of that. Cleaned off the part. Now we're just going to acetone the carrier and reinstall the drive seal. So we're going to acetone where the seal goes. And as we do, we clean the surface off. And let me get the new seal here real quick. So now that we've acetoned the carrier, we got our seal 807006. I'm going to acetone the outside of this in case they have any kind of like toiling. Some of their seals, they put it on because these are steel seals. So we want to make sure there's nothing that's going to have a problem. Then what we're going to do is we're going to use high strength Loctite red, and we're going to put it around the seal. And we don't modify, as I said, we don't modify what Merc says unless we have a problem that we can't solve with how they say to do it. We get a decent amount, and we make sure, put it around, and then we're going to get our special tool, 813653T. There's 2 styles, so you have this washer for this tool. It depends if you have an X or an XR. So I believe with the X, because we have the recession here, this recession right here should meet with this. So we put the seal here, and we get ready to go to the press. This doesn't need a whole lot of pressure to press this. Move this a little better. So now we get our handle. Now we just give it a little, and I watch as it goes down. Oops. Careful there. Now we have our seal at the correct proper depth. Now the thing is, these seals fail all the time. Here from another drive, we have another one of these seals, just like this, burned out. You can see where it wears on the Mercury. So this is a super common thing. We're dealing with this all day, every day. Now, if the Loctite is good, you see the little squish of Loctite out just right around the edges? That is what we want to see. We want to know that that's going to go in. Now, we don't want to run this drive until 24 hours after. It's going to seal fine if we pressure test it overnight, because usually I run a pressure test on these drives for 12 hours at 15 pounds. But what this will do is letting it set for 24 hours will prevent it from having an issue later.